Hello, this is Rex Marshall, welcoming you to Spotlight on behalf of the sponsor, the Reynolds Metals Company. You know, the people at Reynolds make the amazing modern metal, aluminum. The airplanes that can carry you from coast to coast in 7 hours or so, like the Douglas DC-7 and the Lockheed Super Constellation, are almost all aluminum, because aluminum combines lightweight with strength with long life. You see, aluminum does not decay or rust ever. Now, the same amazing modern metal that makes airplanes can also be rolled into foil, so pliable and yet so strong that you can store foods in it, both for storing and for cooking. Yes, it's the famous Reynolds wrap, America's 3-to-1 favorite among all aluminum foils. And then, Reynolds makes aluminum that can be worked with regular woodworking tools. This is the famous Reynolds do-it-yourself aluminum. And I can tell you that thousands of leading hardware stores and building material dealers are selling literally tons of it. At the same time, Reynolds makes aluminum so tough that it's used for the pistons in modern automobile engines to give you better performance and to save you money, too. Well, aluminum today is used in literally thousands of ways. It really is an amazing metal. That's why we've been saying to you when we see you on Mr. Peepers, the strong, lightweight, rust-proof metal that does more jobs better, Reynolds Aluminum.
Max Liebman Presents Spotlight.
Right at the beginning of tonight's program, I was telling you a little bit about the tough metal which is used to make things like airplanes and the pistons for automobile engines. Of course, I mean aluminum. Well, sometimes it's a little hard to imagine that that same tough metal is used to make the tiny threads which give the gleam of glamour to finer fabrics, draperies, upholstery material, and the most stylish of women's wear. Well, now, the pistons of this automobile are made of aluminum. This custom-made top is aluminum, too, brushed to the soft, silken luster of sterling silver. And you can see the look of sterling in this fender trim of aluminum. And yet, at the same time, the metallic threads of this upholstery material are aluminum also. Now, right here is my charming colleague, Helen Lewis. She's not made of aluminum.
Thank you, Rex. No, but my dress is.
Well, now, Helen, I thought all the gals called that gold lame.
Yes, they do. But, you see, the threads are actually aluminum, colored like gold. My dress, incidentally, was designed by Richard Cole. Now, I'd like to show you a few more ways leading designers and textile manufacturers are using aluminum yarn. Harper's Bazaar says metallic thread is today's exciting fashion feature. You can see both gold and silver gleaming brightly in this creation of Anthony Blotta. Metallic threads embroidered on rich red Indian silk. And here's a beige casual dress of linen jersey, designed by Pauline Trigère. Notice the gold slubs of metallic thread? The pages of Vogue have recently featured the glamour gleam of metallic yarn in dresses like this brocade pastel evening gown, designed by Sylvan Rich for Martini, and this lame jacket, which makes this late-day black sheath by Nellie DeGrabe so exciting. But you'll find aluminum yarn lending glamour to all sorts of fabrics. The newest and finest automobiles are upholstered in beautiful new fabrics that feature the gleaming glamour of aluminum, like these from Chatham Mills. You can see the gleam of aluminum yarn in the upholstery of this Simmons Hydabed. And here are some of the many fabrics offered by the Simtex Mills division of the Simmons Company. And here are bedspreads made by Cannon Mills, a variety of colors and designs. They look so rich and luxurious, but you'd be surprised how unrich the price tag is. And, of course, there's aluminum yarn from Coates & Clark for the knitter and crocheter at home. So those home-knit sweaters and home-crocheted stoles can sparkle, too. The patterns are available at all art needlework counters, and so are the yarns. Chadwick's Orlon Fashion Glow in the sweater and stole, J&P Coates Knit Crocheting in the placemats. And the metallic gleam of glamour comes from Reynolds Aluminum Yarn.
I'd like to mention the fact that Reynolds pioneered in the development of aluminum yarn. At Reynolds Yarn Mills, aluminum foil, like famous Reynolds wrap, is coated with color and then with a tough plastic, and then it's slit to this width. And then the foil is slit into threads like this. Now, this may be supplied as plain aluminum yarn in any color desired, or it may be supplied as aluminum yarn with an overwrap of nylon. What you see on these spools is Reynolds aluminum yarn with a double overwrap of nylon. I can tell you, too, that demand for Reynolds aluminum yarn is increasing so fast that Reynolds has just about doubled its yarn capacity. Well, if you'd like more details about the glamour gleam in finer fabrics, simply write to Reynolds Aluminum, Yarn Division, Louisville, Kentucky. Hello, this is Rex Marshall again, speaking for Reynolds Aluminum. Now, I'd like to suggest two things for you to look for when you're Christmas shopping. First of all, find a good electrical appliance dealer, because you're sure to find that his showrooms are full of wonderful gifts that will say Merry Christmas for you every day in the year. And then when you find that good appliance dealer, be sure to look for aluminum in the appliances that you buy. Now, of course, television is a gift of magic any time, and aluminum makes the magic of television even better. For instance, the best TV antennas, like this Rainbow from ChannelMaster, or this one from K-Towns, are made of aluminum. Strong, lightweight, rust-proof, and efficient. Well, good antenna performance is made even better with aluminum guy wires and aluminum ground wires, like these from Imperial Radar and Wire Corporation. And then, too, aluminum steps up the efficiency of leading television sets, like this top-tuned Stchell Carlson, the unitized chassis of which is all aluminum, Reynolds Aluminum. Well, of course, your appliance dealer will have more than television sets to offer you. For example, you can give a gift of comfort with a Vornado fan, or with a General Electric room air conditioner, long-lasting and efficient because vital parts are made of aluminum. And then, too, you can give gifts of convenience in beautiful packages, like this Knapp Monarch Cheftar, or this Westinghouse Roaster, to say nothing of this Dominion Waffle Iron and Grill, this West Bend Percolator, or this Sunbeam controlled heat fry pan. Now, I'd like to point out to you that the beauty of aluminum in appliances like these is more than skin deep. You see, aluminum actually makes them work better because aluminum conducts heat fast. And furthermore, aluminum's higher heat conductivity means greater efficiency not only in appliances that heat up like these do, but in those that take heat away, like freezers and refrigerators. As you know, freezing is simply a process of taking heat away. For example, here is the color-anodized aluminum cooling plate, which is featured in the new Philco refrigerator. And leading freezers, such as this Jordon combination freezer refrigerator, use aluminum both for the shelves and for the mechanism that does the work. Same thing is true of other leading refrigerators, such as Hotpoint. Oh, by the way, this particular model has a nice little dispenser right in the door for you ladies to keep your Reynolds wrap. Handy, isn't it? Now, of course, sometimes it's a good idea to be practical when you're Christmas shopping. Well, if you're going to be practical enough to give a washing machine, I hope you'll be practical enough to look for aluminum. You'll find it in leading washers like these: Easy, Norge, and Maytag. Gleaming, ship-proof, rust-proof Reynolds aluminum. And you know, aluminum improves both the looks and the performance of leading electric ranges. The new Kelvinator and Leonard ranges use aluminum in 15 different ways. For example, I'd like to call your attention to that good-looking instrument panel. And another thing, you never have to scour this oven. All you do is simply remove the disposable oven liners, like this. Reynolds aluminum foil there. All you do is throw it away and put in another one, and, well, it means a lot more enjoyment and a lot less work. Well, these are just a few of the appliances you'll find that make wonderful Christmas gifts at your appliance dealers. So I hope you'll make it a point to visit them this week, and I hope especially you'll make it a point to look for aluminum in the Christmas gift appliances you buy. The strong, lightweight, rust-proof metal that does more jobs better.
Max Liebman Presents will return after a brief pause for station identification.
Hello, I'm Helen Lewis, and I want to show you some holiday magic, all done with just one jumbo roll of Reynolds wrap. The greatest magic of all is that it's so easy to do and such fun. Just look at this gay, sparkling holiday table. The Christmas tree all decorated in Reynolds wrap, and the gifts all wrapped in Reynolds wrap. How do you like these happy little trees made of Reynolds wrap? And just look at this handsome candle holder. And the silvery placemats. Even the Lazy Susan. Well, let me tell you my secret. It's all here in this booklet that you get with every roll of Reynolds wrap. Holiday How-To with Reynolds wrap. It tells you how to make everything you see on my holiday table, and it shows you how to save on a lot of the expense that goes with decorating for the holidays. Let me show you some of these magic Reynolds wrap tricks, like these gay holiday bells, for example. Well, all you do is wrap a piece of Reynolds wrap around an ordinary paper cup, just the way it says in your Holiday How-To booklet. And every trick you'll find in your Holiday How-To booklet is just as easy to do. But that's not all. Reynolds wrap is the reason this handsome holiday turkey is so tender and juicy and so mouth-watering. He was roasted in Reynolds wrap in just a little less than half the time it takes to roast a turkey the old-fashioned way. And you know, of course, that aluminum foil is the only wrapping material you can use for cooking, too. Well, you'll find the recipe for cooking holiday turkey in your Holiday How-To booklet, plus directions for making all these holiday decorations and many more. So get your free copy of Holiday How-To. It's on every roll of Reynolds wrap. Get it now. Get your free copy and see all those money-saving ideas for this merry holiday season. As I said, it's free with every roll of Reynolds wrap, the original pure aluminum foil.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here is tonight's cast. Max Liebman's presentation of Spotlight, starring Sonia Henney, Jack Buchanan, Jeannie Carson, Pat Carroll, and that extra special guest star, Jimmy Durante, has been brought to you by Reynolds Aluminum, the strong, lightweight, rust-proof metal that does more jobs better. Be sure to look in on Jimmy Durante's show for Texaco on December 11th. Paul Andre and Rudy Richards and Miss Henny's skating partner appear through the courtesy of Holiday on Ice show. Be sure to join Wally Cox, starring as Mr. Peters, brought to you by the Reynolds Metals Company next week at the usual time. Next week at this time, be sure to see The Comedy Hour, starring Gordon MacRae, your singing host, with Rock Hudson, Tony Curtis, and Jeff Chandler. Also, Gloria DeHaven, Gene Nelson, Paul Gilbert, Mara Corday, and Gene Sheldon, Coach Terry Brennan of Notre Dame, the Queen of the Tournament of Roses, and a film preview of Universal International, So This is Paris. From tonight, December 19th, the Comedy Hour will present this season's debut of Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis. And on Saturday, December 18th, Max Liebman presents a dazzling Christmas show for the children and grown-ups. Victor Herbert's Babes in Toyland. Starring Dennis Day, Dave Garroway, Jackie Leonard, Bambi Lynn and Ron Alexander, Bill Baird's Marionettes, Joe Sullivan, and our special guest, Wally Cox. Remember, Saturday, December 18th, Babes in Toyland. Ladies and gentlemen, the program you've just seen was broadcast in color using the RCA-compatible color television system. Don Pardo speaking.
Bob Hope goes continental with B. Lilly and Maurice Chevalier. The music and the fun have a true international flavor on the Bob Hope Show, Tuesday night over NBC television.